Bienvenidos a Besos de NYC. I'm Patricia Wedding, supporting small businesses, artists, and entrepreneurs, and the culture of NYC. Today we're at Industry City, and as you can tell behind me, fall is here. I'll be introducing you to Liz Picarrazi, who is the founder of Citibin. I am looking forward to sharing her story with you because she is the epitome of a woman entrepreneur. And my goal is to be able to introduce you to more women entrepreneurs. So with this said, let's go meet Liz and her team at her home base here in Industry City. And thank you for being here.
I'm Liz Reisch Picarrazi, and I'm the founder and CEO of Citibin. We make outdoor enclosures for trash, recycling, package delivery, stroller parking, bike parking, and more. And recently we also started making planters. We bought our house and we did some renovations. At the end of it, we realized we still had our trash cans just sitting out front. And we realized that it was kind of like an eyesore and not really, an expected an entryway. So in New York City, most of us live in attached homes. Our garbage cans are kept out front of our homes. And I started looking around at enclosures and saw that most of the enclosures on the market for trash cans that were, made out of plywood or made out of plastic, most of them degraded very quickly. And so we designed Citibin to be durable, to have a very modern look, and to be able to really fit into the facade of an entryway and to really enhance an entryway. Okay, so we did a little transformation here at Calexico with actually just a couple of small elements. So we added planters that are tall planters that can be used as dividers on each side. So we've got it on this side and on that side. They meet the Department of Transportation specifications, so they have to be 18 inches wide, and then they have certain height requirements as well. So we worked with Calexico and with the Department of Transportation to make sure that our planters met their requirements. And they also have the reflectors on the side. And then the other thing that we did, really the second element, was we just clad the whole front of the seating area with the same bamboo composite that we use in our other products and that we use here in the planter. So we were able to really create a unified look between the planters to create separation between Calexico and the street. It's a very busy street. And they're done with safe dining in mind, as well as the Department of Transportation requirements for dividers. So I'm 100% women-owned. We were recently certified as a New York City minority and women-owned business. So we got that certification, which is going to be great if we want to get any government contracts. And my husband now works with the business, so it's still my business, but through marriage, obviously, he's 50% owner. So we're co-owners of the business, and he joined as my COO in May, and it's going really well. I have a very strange background. I majored in Russian and political science in the 90s, and I worked in Russia and Ukraine during much of the 90s. So that doesn't really relate to what I do now, other than maybe like really being open for new experiences and being curious about the world. And, when I was in college in the 90s, Russia was, I would say, a more interesting place than it is now. There was a lot more opportunity for democracy and free speech. And so anyhow, that's my background. And then I went to business school. And then I came out of business school and I went into a corporate job at American Express working with small businesses and with their marketing. So essentially making credit cards and various capabilities for small businesses for American Express. So I did that for like 6 or 7 years. And then I started the handyman company, which was really born from my own need in my own house to have a very reliable, trustworthy, high quality handyman service. And then Citibin kind of came out from that. So I actually don't have a background in design, but I've always considered myself an entrepreneur, which means I'm always really looking for where's an unmet consumer need that I can create something to fill, creating solutions to problems. And as a small business owner, I get a chance to innovate every day, whether it's with a new product. That's one way I do it, but we can also innovate the way we do something internally, as a business, the way we handle, our website, or the way that we do our social media, or the way that we do testimonials with clients. There's a lot of room for innovation, and that is a great space to be in. Like most businesses, we were impacted greatly by the pandemic. Our revenue fell to nothing for a couple of months in April and May, but luckily we've recovered this summer. And the nature of our work is outdoor living, so for people spending more time outside, if they're on the front stoop, they don't want to look at their ugly trash cans. So that's something that is that's like kind of a user profile of people spending a lot more time outside, so they want to have their trash and the recycling concealed. But now that we also make planters, and we can make planters for anywhere, people's insides, their back porches, their decks, and also for restaurants. So for restaurants that want to divide space, our planters have been really good for that. So in the height of the pandemic, when our revenue was nothing, I laid off my employees. And luckily, we did receive a payroll protection program loan, and was able to bring all of my employees back. So we're working really strong, and we're hoping for the best. But we're definitely in a city that is suffering, and fellow small businesses are really struggling. Kind of the revenue drop that I experienced in April and May is something that a lot of businesses are continuing to experience. So, we're very aware of that.
How much of a percentage did you experience?
Yeah, so our business, year to date, we for this year, we're down 50%. But during those months of the height of the pandemic, when essentially the economy was shut down, our revenue was practically nothing. It was really scary.
What do you foresee, or do you strive for your little company?
Yep. So our company makes kind of like products for overlooked needs. So, trash enclosures. When I was a little girl, did I think I would be making trash enclosures for a living? No, I had no idea. But we're always looking for ways that we can innovate an outdoor living space. And with the virus and the way it is now, people homeschooling, people working from home, one of the things we're really focused on is how can we enhance outdoor living for people through planters, through sheds, trash enclosures. There's a lot of options there. So that's really exciting to see that we can innovate during this time. Another big area for innovation is with our package delivery lockers. So since people are ordering so much more online, their groceries, their school supplies, you name it, and package theft is also growing. Our package delivery lockers have been very popular. And that's one way that the business can survive is through innovation. And that's something that through the pandemic, when our revenue was low or non-existent, we did continue to innovate on these products to be able to really re-enter the market this summer strong. And we have had very strong sales this summer.
I hope you enjoyed my interview with Liz today. And if you want to learn more about Citibin, please check out all the information I provided in the description below. In the meantime, feel free to check out my other videos, including my interview with Amanda Scala, the general manager at Calexico, where we were earlier in this interview. So like, subscribe, and see you soon. This is Patricia Wedding sending you besos the NYC.